This is
So
the
I, so
go,
let's say if the AO, I mean in the chat, if one of the sale, hey, can you guys the customer want to pay, so we're gonna take the credit card, right? So we're
right.
gonna this is what we just like yesterday when they request us to do, right? Like the
Yeah.
example from yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Can you see the credit card email?
Yeah, yeah, I see it
All
now.
right. That's what came in this morning. All right. I'm going to pull, let me pull my,
Was it the one from yesterday or is this
no,
today?
this is something else.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Let me pull up my menu. Let me
So
change screens so you can see my P21.
yeah. So this is just when the customer giving us the credit card. Our
Yeah, it came in an
our job is
email.
yeah.
Yeah, it came in an email. So they give me the credit card, the invoice they're paying. So I'm going to put that in.
Right.
All right. So I
Okay,
put
so
that
first
in,
you put
and
in
that's
one second.
what comes up. And on their credit card, they're saying they want to pay 175.52.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to put in my one from my bank.
The bank is one. Okay.
Yeah, and I usually change this to CC so I know it's credit card.
I got
All
you.
right. So then this is a MasterCard.
Okay.
So I'm going to click on payment type and I'm going to come down till I find the MasterCard. I
I
put
got
that in
you. Mm-hmm.
and it pulls up the payment account entry.
Right.
And I just say, okay.
So MasterCard.
And then here's where I put in the credit card number. So let
Mm-hmm.
me pull up the details on this. So I can see.
Mm, yeah.
And they give me all the credit card number. So I'm going
Yeah.
to put that in
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Yeah.
5405 5375. I always like to look at it. I'm always afraid I'm going to put in the wrong number, so I always put it in and I double check 5405
Yeah.
2437029453. All right. And the expiration date is 7, the month, and the year is the 28th. And I tell it to submit credit information.
Well.
All right. So I just close that and
Right.
it pops it in up here at the top.
I got
MasterCard puts in the last four numbers.
you.
And
Uh-huh.
then I put in the amount that I want to pay, 175.52.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just click the invoice that I want to pay
Right.
and Control S to save it.
Oh,
And that's it.
just hit save. Okay. Control S. Okay.
Yep. The update was successful.
So again, we gotta have an invoice in order to process this credit card payment, right? So if there's no invoice, then we don't have anything to process, right?
Yeah, unless they're putting, say, if they have to, I've never done this, but I think it
Yeah,
would work the same way. If you have to go into the order,
yeah,
say they got to pay 50% or some amount on it, that you can go into the order under the remittance. And I
yeah,
think you can do the same thing. You just pull up MasterCard
yeah,
and you put in everything or Visa,
yeah,
whatever it is. So I think you could do the same thing, but most time you get a credit card, it's going to be something that's sitting in
yeah.
their account more
I
than
got you.
likely. And that's all
Okay.
you got to do. That's one of the easier things.
But you said you never done the 50% thing like that order?
I have
Maybe
done
this year.
50% on the order, but not with a credit card.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, they may have
Oh,
sent in an ACH for 50. Matter of fact, I think there's one sitting out there that Asia had said they're waiting on 50% of it. I think it's like $57,000. They're
right,
waiting
right.
on the 50%. And she did tell me on Wednesday before she left that anything her procure was up to 20,000, and she said anything over 20,000 that Deepak had to approve. So I
Yeah,
guess that would stand true for us too,
yeah.
you know. So,
Uh,
but that's it.
I did do the release order before. I mean this, but some case, I'm just like sometimes we have like credit violation, anything like that. I never experienced like how to resolve those. I don't know if you know how to resolve the credit violation, anything like that. Because sometimes you get a message from Fernando or
Yeah,
people from, yeah.
yeah. And it's usually I would think the credit violation would be they were on credit hold,
Okay.
you know. And
Oh,
I
that's what
talked
it
to
is.
there's a couple that's on hold. They just waiting on payments,
Yeah,
And she said if they happen to come in, it could take them off hold.
yeah.
And I did ask her. I said, well, if we got one and we need to take it off hold, just go in customer maintenance and remove it. And she said, yeah, you know,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
save it. But hopefully we won't get into that situation maybe today.
yeah.
I released some this morning when I came in. There was, I think, two or three out there that I did release, you know.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see where we go from here.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I'm available, I just leave. I'm leaving in about 10 minutes, but I'll go back in about 10 minutes because I'm dropping a kid. I'm dropping my kid off from the daycare, but I'll be back in about 10 minutes, and then around six, around 5:30, 6, I'll just leave, and then same thing, I'll be gone for like 10 minutes, and then be back like another 10 minutes. Yeah. So
okay, well, if I leave before I mean, I, I may leave four or so,
yeah,
but then I'll come back to be sure that I'm here when you need to go.
yeah, yeah,
So that there'll be somebody. And I think
yeah,
John said he would have his work phone. I think the main thing is for the West Coast, if
yeah,
they got
yeah, yeah.
anything that needs
Mhm.
the urgent that's got to get out.
Yeah,
I don't have it on my phone that I can
yeah,
watch, so
yeah.
I have to stay with my computer if there's anything.
Oh yeah, I
But
have a team. I have a team chat on my phone.
yeah,
So
that's what John
yeah,
said when we were talking. I had talked to him before then, on well, because when Asia asked me, she says, "Can you work late for me Thursday and Friday?" I said, "How late?" Well, I don't know.
yeah,
And she just left it at that. So I had talked to John, and John said, "Well, Kevin's got it on his phone. He
yeah,
doesn't have to stay right there. He can come back and add,
yeah,
or release something or another." And I said, "Well, I don't. I would have to sit here with it. But long as you need, you got my cell phone. Long as you
yeah,
need me, I'll be here. I
yeah.
mean, there's stuff I can work on and do. You
Okay.
know,
And in terms of the normal release order, like a show on the portal, are you want me to stay active with you on that, like during the day, or you gonna monitor that?
well, I monitored it yesterday, so it's whatever you
Okay.
want to do. I know you busy with your AP side of the stuff,
Yeah,
so if I need to monitor it,
yeah,
during the day, and then when I get ready to leave, I'll say, "Hey,
yeah.
monitor it, and I'll be back at such and such time to
I
pick
got
up
you.
for you to go do your kids or whatever."
I got you.
If that
So
works for you,
yeah,
that
yeah, I
works for
think that's
me.
what. So you good. You don't need me to stay. Uh, you don't need me to stay on the portal like, all day, right? I mean, just only pay attention to those like when they send us the message. Just kind of like
Right.
yeah, okay,
That they need
okay,
something released. But I try to look at all during the day. I used to do this when I worked for EdMat before. Was I'm the one that released the portal, so I was
yeah,
constantly, I do something and I say, "Oh, let me check it and see if there's
yeah,
anything in there that needs to be released or whatever." So,
okay,
don't worry about that part. I'll try to stay up on it during the
yeah,
day, and I'll let you
okay,
know when I
yeah,
leave, hey, watch it, and then I'll come
yeah,
back or whatever.
yeah,
And who knows, I might just stay and
yeah,
till you get
okay,
back or whatever. I don't know. We'll see how the
yeah,
day
yeah,
goes, you
okay.
know. All right.
Uh, okay, thank you so much, Frida. I mean, I would love to learn more if you feel like you want to teach me something, that you do something like this, so I just kind of like learn and just like put this in record and I can always go back and learn, so
Right. Yeah, I
interesting,
got
yeah.
a bunch of stuff that John showed me that's in recordings, and a couple of them I'll have to go back. Okay, let me go back and see what, particularly like on PayPal and
Yeah,
those things that are authorized.net.
yeah,
You know, they're a little different. Sometimes I got notes. I got a drawer full of notes,
right,
and just so I noticed, when Asia was out. we had a list of passwords to get in stuff. And then I think after she come back, she must have deleted it because I couldn't find it. But I'm old school. I had printed me a copy and put it in my drawer, so I do have it. And that was one reason we had Air Technology yesterday, that I was able to go ahead and post them because I had the PIN number that I could get in and do them. So,
Yeah.
you know, but
John, I mean, John, before you came back, I know you were here before, but and then you left. But before you came back, John had shown me to do some cash application before, like for Amazon and those like eBay, But
right.
I done it like I was there just for backup, I just helped John because he was behind, and for especially for those PAC customer, eBay, you know, uh, and Stripe,
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Stripe's fairly straightforward and pretty easy.
yeah,
eBay is a little more, and we have changed the way they do eBay. They did that before Lexi left. Instead of putting in each individual order, they do it for a day. If it matches up, it's easy. But if it doesn't match, like that's what I'm researching. Yesterday it was within 2 cents, or if I can figure out, okay, they missed the freight on this, then I can book the freight on it and keep going. But sometimes eBay takes a little longer depending on if it matches or if I have to go back to the orders and try to go through them. And there's usually one day a week that there's like 3 days that comes in one payment that makes it a little more challenging. I'm looking at one now that I had posted and it's out, and I'm going back to see, okay, where did I miss? You know, it's like $30. And I said, let me go back. So that's what I was working on yesterday afternoon. And I'll probably go back, and I got within $16 of it. There was some freight that was missing. So, I mean, you have to, eBay's a little more. Stripe's pretty straightforward. Amazon, you don't get them very often, but then like I had an Amazon, I think it was yesterday or day before, and you push PayPal through the system, you know, when you want it to hit the bank. So I had did that. I try to do it once a week. So I had pushed it on Wednesday, but it may hit the bank today, you know. So I download the information for that. So sometimes I have to go back and figure, okay, I'm going in PayPal. Where do I find my report? What I do. So yeah, recordings really help lots of times, and then the pictures of it, you know, get you where you need to go. But
okay. Uh,
all right.
yeah, thank you so much, Frida. I don't know
Oh,
if
you're
anything to
welcome.
tell you.
We'll get through today.
Thank you. Yeah, you are
Asia
good.
be back.
Yeah,
Asia be back on Monday. John won't be here, but
yeah,
we can make through. Asia can handle it, and that's
yeah,
where most of the questions come from. Is from the AR side
yeah.
like that.
I
You know.
know. I know you. The people like you and Casey. You are those like you guys been here a long time, and you guys know. I mean, you guys may not like be adapt with the new environment, like with the new technology, but then at least like you guys have a lot of experience with the old school way, and I
Yeah.
think that's yeah, that's
I'm very
that's
old
like
school way.
yeah,
I go in the bank, I think when John was refreshing me, he went from one screen to the other. My eyes don't handle that. So I like to print out. I can look at it. I can mark it. I can put notes on it, you know, and that's what I say. I'm very old school. I like to
yeah,
see it in front of me,
yeah,
it makes it easier for me, you
yeah,
know. And everybody has their own style of what it
yeah,
is for them. But
yeah,
then it helps if you need to go back and look for something, because like today, any eBay, I don't usually print stripes because stripes not that big, but eBay or anything, if I get a long list like we got G3
mm-hmm,
payment, or some of those, it's got a long list that you have to go through, or when Element pays and it's like two different statements, and you got the two different statements with two different account numbers, and you got to make all that money come out to be what they say they're paying on each one. So sometimes that takes a little more time, and I put all that behind that day's work, staple it together, and then if I need
Sure.
to go back to it, it's there, you know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's just my personal.
Yeah. Yeah, but you guys been here a long time, so there's a lot of things you can know and which the people I'm new,
Yeah,
so
I had been in it. I
so
was in EdMac when they first brought it over,
yeah,
and we moved to Charlotte. And I did EdMac for a very long time. But then when Aaron, one of the controller before Renzo,
yeah,
when he came, he wanted to bring it all in house. We Sue Mullis and I did a
yeah,
service for
yeah,
EdMac, and I done the AR and she done the AP, and I done the general ledger. I helped with the general ledger on that part with Vicky,
yeah.
and but then he pulled us out, and this probably was uh, three 3 years or more that I wasn't involved in it, and things changed. And then, I'm a lot older, so you forget things, and you got to be jogged back. Okay, what was that? What did I do? That type of thing. So, yeah, sometimes it can be even challenging a little bit when you've been in it a long time. So, but
Okay. Anyway, Frida, thank you so much. I'm
oh,
I'm
you're
gonna leave.
welcome.
I'm gonna leave now because the I'm gonna drop the
Okay,
kid and then I'll be
you
back. All
better
right.
take your kids. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you
Yeah.
later. Bye
Talk to you
bye.
later. Bye bye.